Strip and clean the piston assembly. Reassemble the piston assembly and place a sorbo pad and two protective rubber pieces between the cylinder and piston head. Place a cylinder assembly into the gearbox and put in the spring and spring guide as well as the sector gear. The sorbo pad pushes the piston back. This means the piston and the sector gear engage more at the 12 o'clock position. This is what we are wanting to do. Align the sector gear with the first tooth of the piston. They should meet at the 12 o'clock position. If not, the sorbo needs to be added to or sanded down. Ignore the teeth that are in the way for now. When correcting the AOE, usually some teeth need to be removed due to the piston being further back. We want to have the faces of the teeth on the piston rack and the sector gear meet so there is as much contact as possible. Mark the teeth that get in the way of the sector gear from touching the back tooth of the piston. We want the sector gear to spin and hit the back tooth of the piston first. This means we may have to remove the other teeth that are in the way. These teeth get in the way of the sector gear from touching the back tooth of the piston. They will need to be removed. You do not have to remove an entire tooth. You can get away with removing half of the tooth, just as long as there is enough clearance for the sector gear to hit the back tooth of the piston. Mark the teeth that you are intending on removing. You may only need to remove half of the tooth. Secure the piston rack in a vise. Using an angle grinder or Dremel, remove the marked teeth. Remember, you may only have to remove half of a tooth. Clean the piston rack of any metal shards. Insert the piston rack back into the piston and retest AOE. Reassemble the piston assembly and place a sorbo pad and two protective rubber pieces between the cylinder and piston head. Clearance between the sector gear and the piston rack needs to be enough so the first sector gear tooth will not catch anything but the back tooth of the piston. Prepare the surface of the rubber protective pads and the sorbo pad so it is ready to be glued. Score or roughen the piston head and cylinder head. This will create a better gluing surface between the pads and the piston or cylinder head. Glue the pads to their correct position. Make sure you follow any gluing instructions for the glue you will be using. Once the glue is dried, you can retest the angle of engagement. The first tooth of the sector gear should touch the back tooth of the piston only. There should be enough clearance between the other teeth on the piston rack and the sector gear that the sector gear can spin freely and only hit the back tooth of the piston. Be sure to visit airsofttutorials.com for further information on this tutorial.